Hey everyone, welcome back to Yousaf Reacts, where we dive into the magic of movies and stories. Today, we're stepping through the looking glass with Alice as we explore the enchanting world of Alice. Through the Looking Glass, the sequel to Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. This film, directed by James Bobin and released in 2016, brings back all the beloved characters from Wonderland, but with a new twist. It's a story about time, change, and the importance of family and friendship. In Through the Looking Glass, Alice returns to Wonderland to save the Mad Hatter, played by the incredible Johnny Depp, who's in trouble. The key to saving him lies with Time himself, portrayed by Sacha Baron Cohen in a role that's both quirky and profound. The film's visuals are a feast for the eyes, with stunning CGI that brings the whimsical world of Wonderland to life. From the intricate design of Time's clockwork realm to the vibrant landscapes of Wonderland, every scene is a visual treat. One of the film's strengths is its all-star cast. Anne Hathaway returns as the White Queen, Helena Bonham Carter as the Red Queen, and of course, Wasikowska as Alice. Their performances bring depth and emotion to this fantastical tale. But what makes Through the Looking Glass more than just a visual spectacle is its heart. The film explores themes of time, regret, and redemption, making it a story that resonates with audiences of all ages. The movie has its share of action and adventure too. Alice's journey is filled with challenges and exciting moments that keep you on the edge of your seat. Almost robbed of everything, the intrepid captain, Alice Kingsley, finds herself before a pressing dilemma. However, much to her surprise, a mysterious blue trail and an enchanted looking glass will swiftly transport her back to the colorful realm of Wonderland. There, an ailing hatter who longs for his long-gone family believes that they are still alive somewhere. And to further complicate matters, his loyal companions are unable to help. Has the once cheerful hat maker truly gone mad? Now, only Time and Alice can solve this intricate conundrum, racing against a shrewd old adversary who closely watches her every move. Can the flaxen-haired outsider save her friend from madness, and, God forbid, from an untimely demise? Alice Kingsley Wasikowska has spent the past 3 years following in her father's footsteps and sailing the high seas. Upon her return to London from China, she discovers that her ex-fiancé, Hamish Escott Leo Bill, has taken over her father's company and plans to have Alice sell him her father's ship, the Wonder, in exchange for her family home. Unable to make a choice, Alice runs away and comes across her butterfly friend Absalom, who disappears through a mysterious mirror in one of the upstairs rooms, returning to Wonderland. There, Alice is greeted by Miranda of Marmorial and Hathaway, the White Queen, Nivens McTwist, the White Rabbit, the Tweedles, Malimkin, the Dormouse, Thackeray Earwicket, the March Hare, Bayard, and the Cheshire Cat. They inform her that Tarrant Hightop Johnny Depp, the Mad Hatter, is in poor health because his family is missing following the attack of the Jabberwocky, and Tarrant believes that somehow his family has survived even when everybody else believes they are all dead. The attack occurred shortly after his father, Zanuck Rhys Ifans, a hat retailer, seemed to reject Tarrant's gift of a hat creation. The White Queen persuades Alice to convince Time Sacha Baron Cohen himself to save the Mad Hatter's family in the past. By sending Alice into the past, believing her to be the only one who can save the Hatter. However, she cautions Alice about time and that if her past self sees her future self, everything will be history. As Alice sets out, she ends up in a dreary castle, where Time himself, a demigod that is part human, part clock, resides. Time refuses to send Alice into the past, saying that she cannot change it. As Alice tries to consult Time, she finds the chronosphere, an object that powers all time, in Wonderland and will allow her to travel to any time in the past. Alice ignores Time's warning that the past is unchangeable, and steals the chronosphere. Shortly after finding Elizabeth of Crim's Helena Bonham Carter, the exiled Red Queen and the sister of the White Queen, in the care of Time, Alice accidentally FLIs to the day of Elizabeth's coronation. where a younger Mad Hatter mocks the Red Queen when the royal crown doesn't fit on her abnormally large head. This causes Erasbeth to melt down, and her father deems her emotionally unqualified to rule, and passes the title of queen to her younger sister, the White Queen. Erasbeth swears revenge on Hatter and implores the White Queen to tell everyone the truth. Alice learns of an event in Erasbeth's and Miranda's past that caused friction between the two and travels back in time again, hoping it will change Erasbeth's ways and stop the Jabberwocky from killing the Hatter's family. She learns that the hat that the Mad Hatter thought his father threw away was actually treasured by him. Meanwhile, at the White Queen and the Red Queen's castle, at the time they are children, Miranda steals a tart from her mother and eats it. When confronted by their mother, Miranda lies about eating the tart, and Erasbeth is accused, causing her to run out of the castle. Alice sees that Erasbeth is about to run into a clock, thinking that's the event that deforms her head and personality. Alice prevents that collision but fails to change the past, as Erasbeth trips and slams her head into a stone wall instead. A weakened Time then confronts Alice after relentless searching and scolds her for putting all of Time in danger. Out of panic, Alice runs into a nearby mirror back in the real world, where she wakes up in a mental hospital, diagnosed with female hysteria. As Dr. Addison Bennett Andrew Scott, a psychiatric doctor, tries to inject her with a sedative, with her mother Helen's encouragement and help, she escapes and returns to Wonderland via the mirror, where she travels to Horovendish Day, when the Hightop family was killed. Alice discovers that the Mad Hatter's family was captured by the Red Queen instead and never died. Returning to the present, however, Alice discovers that the Mad Hatter is on the brink of death. Alice, close to tears, says that she believes him, and Tarrant transforms back to his normal self. The Underlandians go to the Red Queen's new organic plant castle, where the Mad Hatter finds his family shrunk and trapped in an ant farm. However, the Red Queen apprehends them and steals the chronosphere from Alice. Ignoring Time's warning, she takes her sister back to the day she lied about the tart. By the time the Mad Hatter and Alice get there, the Red Queen and her younger self have seen each other. Time becomes irrelevant, and Wonderland begins to freeze in a rust. At a powerless Time's pleas, Alice and the Mad Hatter with the White Queen and now frozen Red Queen use the chronosphere to race back to the present as the rust proceeds to spread all over the ocean of time and the castle, where Alice places the chronosphere in its original place in time. With the chronosphere stabilized, Wonderland, including those frozen, are reverted to normal. The Mad Hatter reunites with his family and the White Queen, and the Red Queen make amends, while Time forgives Alice for the trouble she caused, but forbids her to return. Alice bids farewell to her friends and returns to the real world through another mirror. She finds her mother is about to sign over the Wonder to Hamish, saying that it's only a ship. Helen decides to support her daughter instead. Hamish gets the Kingsley family home but not the ship. Alice and her mother set out to travel the world together with their own shipping company. This film is quite zany compared to the first one. It has some new additions, the queens and the time travel, that make it quite fresh. However, showing the backstory of the queens can also make them feel too grounded and not surreal enough. The whole saving the world feel is also a bit too typical for Hollywood. The visual imagination is good as always though. Without giving too much away, Alice Through the Looking Glass offers a satisfying conclusion to Alice's journey. It's a film that reminds us of the power of time, the importance of being true to ourselves, and the magic that lies within our own imagination. So, have you seen Through the Looking Glass? What did you think of Alice's latest adventure? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie magic right here on Yousaf Reacts. Until next time, keep dreaming and stay curious.